Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. So you just have to understand that your choices really do matter. And it doesn't matter if you want to lose weight, if you're wanting to beat heart disease, you don't want to get sick like you saw your parents get sick, you want to get lean, get some abs, or you just want to get healthy and fit and be more mobile. Whatever it is, okay, depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia, the list goes on and on. The principles, though, are the same. And hitting the goals that we need to hit in order to make that happen is the absolute key. And we want to help you do that. That's what this show is about. We want to help you, encourage you, and get you to the next level with your health and with your life. We're going to be talking about some anti-aging tips coming up in the show. You don't want to miss that. And we're going to jump in and get some of those in just a moment. First, I want to go to the phones and talk to Diane. Hi, Diane.
Hi, calling because I have a couple of ailments and I'm overweight. I have been having blood clots since and I've been on blood thinners, warfarin, since then. And also I have lost some weight. I've lost 15 pounds. And I need to lose my belly fat. I have cut out a lot of sugary things. I have cut out coffee. I've cut out. I drink a little, maybe coffee maybe once or twice. But I pretty much have cut it out.
Okay, that's great. So you cut out a lot of that type of food. And that's fantastic. But one of the big things you got to look at is it's really more about balance. And when you're dealing with any kind of issue like this, you want to look at overall making sure that you cut down the inflammation in the body. Okay, that's a big, big deal. A lot of people don't realize how important that is. But to cut that out takes a lot. And to cut that out, it really causes you to have to do a lot to get there. So we want to encourage you to be able to do that. One thing you want to look at is making sure there's plenty of vitamin E that you're getting. Now, you can get that from foods as well, but you can supplement with it. But making sure you're not taking any other kind of issues. If you're taking blood thinners, you can't. Okay? Can't do that at the same time. But also fish oil is really important. I like cod liver oil. It's my favorite, but you can do any of the other fish oils themselves. Just make sure that they're obviously you want to run everything by your doctor, but typically that's really, really good for being supportive. And then your digestive system is going to be a major, major impact. So again, with digestion, you want to think, okay, it is about the food you're eating. That's important, but it's also about the overall nutrition that you're getting. And so you want to be able to digest, absorb, and utilize the nutrients that you're taking in and have a good routine in order to do that. So that has to be a big piece of it as well. You want to make sure you're getting enough so your body's getting what it needs. And that's just a matter of consistency. So I really like garlic. I think garlic is important. I think that's a real important piece. And then also you want to look at levels of B12 and make sure you're getting enough of those. There's a lot of great ways to get plenty of B12 that can help and kind of give you the things that you need there. So I would look at a couple pieces to really get the all the things that you do need to be able to thrive. You want to include that. And I'll tell you that getting blood tests done to look for nutritional deficiencies is one of the best ways to do that, because it takes all the guesswork out of it. Because we can say that certain things are better based on this research or that research. But again, at the end of the day, your body is the one that is going to have the numbers of what we actually need to give it to really be able to do well. And that's really what you want to focus in on. That's the key in the game, no doubt. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Lines are open. Questions about your health, you can give us a call or go to the website. And if you're looking for a lifestyle provider, someone in your area that believes the same way we do, all this nutrition and lifestyle-based care we talk about, just go to the website. Easy to find everything you need there to be able to get you to the next level. Because at the end of the day, you want to learn. You want to know how to take care of your health. what kind of foods to eat, which ones not to eat. You want to understand what foods can benefit you the greatest, which ones don't. So all that kind of information, it really does matter. And you got to know what your body needs to do well and what it needs to thrive, and so you don't get stuck. Because the last thing I want you to do is get stuck where you are. You want to really be able to kind of step up and do well. So we want to encourage you and help you do that, no matter what. So let's talk about some foods that are really, really good for your skin. Our skin health matters, and it really, again, anti-aging is such a big key. Everybody wants to get the Botox, the collagen injections, and get the skin looking younger. And I saw someone the other day, it was amazing. And I'm not knocking it. Do whatever you want to do. But, I mean, when they would smile, they couldn't even smile. There was so much stuff in their cheeks and their lips and all that going on. It was just, I was just, wow. I mean, it was just too much. And it kind of made me think, what if you were taking care of this from the inside out? And if we knew, because if we knew better, we'd do better. But a lot of times we don't know better. So if you don't know better, you can't do better. And on this show, we want to help you do that. So we want to help you get there. We want to help you thrive. We want to help you do better and get to where you need to go so you can really begin to crush it. And on this show, we want to help you do that. You can. You can do great. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't, because you really can do well and thrive. But you have to understand that no one else can take responsibility. You have to do it. You've got to step up and be the one. Okay, now we're going to talk about the anti-aging tips in just a minute. I want to get in, talk about what it takes to have healthy skin. So many times we put on the lotions and the potions and the creams. Skin is the largest organ that we have. And so what we do on the inside is going to determine many times what shows up on the outside. So we want to make sure we're giving our skin everything that it needs based on the nutrition that we're giving it on the inside to be able to get it to thrive and to do well. That's what we want more than anything else in giving the body what it needs. So our health is our greatest wealth. And if we give the body the right pieces, then we can really get it to do well. But only you and only me get that responsibility for our own health and our own lives. So we have to step up and do that. All right, we're going to get in and talk about that in just a minute. We're going to get in and talk about anti-aging, skin health, what it takes to get the glow, cut down on the wrinkles, and get that skin looking and feeling the way that you want it to. We're going to jump on all that in just a moment when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to On Call Radio. We're here for you. Check us out, and then also make sure to join us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, any of those. And you can join us, catch in the conversation. Hi, this is Dr. Asa to talk to you about the world's best protein for longevity called Best Amino. Protein is essential for every cell in your body to function at its absolute best. Best Amino is the highest absorbable protein, more than meat, eggs, and dairy, which may only absorb at 50, 60, or 70%. Best Amino is a proven formula of essential proteins that we all need that absorbs at 99%. Visit bestamino.com. That's bestamino.com.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
Back to the show. Check us out on the web. We're here for you each and every day to take you from where you are in your current state of health to where you need to be. Why? Because we want to help you. We want to see you live better. I want to see you live better. To go to that next place where you can really, really do well. Because at the end of the day, we want to see you thrive. End of the day, we want to see you crush it. you can. You don't have to be stuck where you are. You really can do well. And that's what we want to help you do. All right, we're talking about anti-aging right now. If you need help with one of our lifestyle providers, these are healthcare providers in your area that believe the same way we do, all the nutrition and lifestyle-based care we talk about, just go to the website. Team members can always, or call the number, that 888-283-7272 number. Our team members will always be standing by to help you and find someone in your area that needs the help, because a lot of us do, right? Best foods for your skin, let's jump in and talk about it. There are some foods, remember, health comes from the inside out. Our skin health comes from the inside out as well. And so we want to make sure we're putting the right kind of foods on the inside to produce the kind of health that we want on the outside. So we've got to give the body everything that it needs. So let's jump in and talk about that. So number one at the top of the list are tomatoes. And although tomatoes, keep in mind, are the number one produced GMO food, right? So the genetically modified organisms, you want to do everything you can to stay away from those. In my opinion, there's some research coming out that GMOs are not that great. And so, again, there's debate back and forth. So a lot of the natural guys are really full speed ahead. And then, of course, in the medical research, they're saying, hey, it's not that big of a deal. But now there's some research coming that's saying, hey, at least be cautious. So, you know, tomatoes are one of the top GMO foods out there. But it's one of your skin's best defenses. They contain a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. And studies have not yet been conclusive, but many suggest that the lycopene may be responsible for helping protect the skin against sun damage. Lycopene is best absorbed by the body when it's been cooked or processed. So eating tomato sauce or tomato paste and ketchup is likely to be more effective than just eating the raw tomatoes. So actually, you're getting more out of it. Pretty cool, huh? Now, one thing to note about this, which is why eating ketchup or putting ketchup on, say, a burger is a good idea, because it takes fat to actually make the lycopene absorb into the cells. So the more fat you have in with a meal, when you have that tomato paste or ketchup, the more it's going to shove the lycopene into the cells, which is very cool that it does that. And it's interesting how that works. So I think that's one of the big pieces. But it's great. I mean, lycopene has got so many benefits, and when you consume it with the right kind of fats, avocados, nuts, seeds, even some saturated fat can really help. Red meat is another one that's actually really good for looking at anti-aging. Okay, it gets a bad rap a lot of times, but even though red meat does contain saturated fat and cholesterol, lean red meat is one of the favorites because it has high in protein and high in zinc. In fact, recent studies suggest that red meat may even be better at treating acne than antibiotics. Think about that. To produce collagen, your skin needs amino acids. And the glycine and proline and the protein in the red meat is the highest concentration of the two amino acids together. So the mineral zinc is also crucial for overall collagen production. It's an essential cofactor. And it said vegetarians don't need to miss out as well. So Dr. Wu actually in the study did a piece on glycine, which is an amino acid as well. It can be found in seafood. It's very highly found in cottage cheese, cabbage, zinc, and lentils, kidney beans, and raw oysters. So there's some great components that can be helpful to your overall health and help tremendously, really, and get you getting where you need to go. So red meat's a great one. Green tea is another one. So it's no secret that green tea is an antioxidant powerhouse. We know that. But it's strong on the anti-inflammatory side, and it's got strong anti-aging effects that are attributed to the high concentration of the catechin compounds, which can block the body's ability from getting too much sun or from getting burned, which is very important. The research also suggests that drinking a cup of green tea twice a day over the course of 6 months can actually reverse sun damage and significantly improve any issues you have with redness and broken capillary veins. So drinking green tea every day is great for the skin, period. Hands down. You ever seen Japanese? They drink green tea all the time. You ever seen bad skin? I don't think I ever have. Pretty amazing. So green beans, as long as we're talking about it, let's just get into the green beans, okay? They're great because they're high in sources of silicon or silicone, as we've heard before. It's different. Silicon is very different. So what happens is we get about 10 milligrams a day is what we need, and we're really not getting it. But the great thing about the green beans is loaded in green beans. So when you eat green beans, silicon is great for skin. It's great for hair, great for nails, all that. So it can be extremely beneficial. Walnuts are another good one when you're talking about skin health. Salmon has got the big rap for having omega-3s. But did you know that walnuts are also incredibly high in omega-3s as well? If you're concerned about redness, swelling, blotchiness, or acne breakouts or wrinkles, the walnuts can be your new best friend. Plant-based omega-3s, such as the one found in walnuts, are naturally anti-inflammatory in nature, and they can help seal moisture in your skin and protect it from chemicals and other toxins. Another one is alpha-linoleic acid, ALA, and these omega-3s can work to combat the increase in the amount of plant-based omega-3s in your diet by eating almonds, olive oil, and even grapeseed oil. So these are all very beneficial in supporting your health and supporting your body in a great way. So just a couple little tips that can make a difference to keep the skin healthy, to keep that glow. One more is yogurt. Don't forget the yogurt, okay? Goat's milk is my favorite. Get it unsweetened, and it's got incredible benefits in it, providing the good bacteria to keep the skin healthy.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
Welcome back to the show. Check us out on the web. Remember, we're here for you each and every day. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. It's about lifestyle. So the choices we make today can and will determine the kind of health you're going to have tomorrow. Your choices matter. Did you know that? They matter. Every day they matter. If you go exercise or you don't, they matter. If you eat healthy or you don't, they matter. If you put the right kind of foods in or you don't, it matters. Okay? So when somebody gets a major health issue, and it doesn't matter what it is, diabetes, heart disease, fibromyalgia, whatever it might be, some people don't know better, and that's cool. So you learn, right? Some people do and don't make good choices. So what happens is you got to learn about how to take care of your health. And we're passionate, our entire company's passionate about teaching you what it takes to get your health back. You didn't learn it in grade school. You didn't learn it in middle school. You didn't learn it in high school. You didn't learn it in college if you went to college. And you're not learning it on the internet. There's over 410 million articles about health on the internet, okay? You can't figure that out. It's too much information if you haven't been trained. So what we have to do, you can make a lot of good guesses, don't get me wrong, and I'm not knocking researching for yourself, but you want to have someone that's a partner with you that can take all that and make it real simple to understand, and that's what we do. So we want to help you do that. We want to help you thrive, make good choices, make good decisions for your health, and do well. We don't want to see you stuck. We want to see you do really, really well, and not just barely make it, be crawling along. We want to see you do great here. That's what it's all about. And so I want to touch base on that a little bit, on how to make good choices, what to do to make good choices, how to pick and do and make and get to where you need to go. That is the absolute key. So cutting sugar from your diet, let's start with some of our kids. I want to get into a little bit of kid talk, all right? Because parents, we're in charge of our kids. Not the school system, not other people, not daycare. We are, right? So you got to set the stage. Our kids are more obese than ever right now. Now remember, there's a difference between being overweight and being obese. All right, there's 70% of Americans are overweight, and 40% are obese. All right, that's a lot. Okay, more than half are obese. So we have to come up with a game plan of how to undo that. And one of the big keys to do that is understanding how important our health is overall. And our kids depend on us to make good choices for them. They may tell you they know everything. They don't, obviously. Just remember back when you thought you did, and you don't. So I don't know about you, but I had great parents that I was very blessed. And my mother did a great job of balancing out the home as far as eating goes. I mean, I got into healthy eating early on. Okay, like when I was like 16, I got into eating really, really healthy. 17, I think it was 16, 17, more like 17. I really got into it. Like started reading fitness magazines. I started studying all that and what it really meant to eat a healthy diet, or what I thought anyway. I mean, back then, low fat diet was big, ton of carbs, but good carbs. I mean, it was definitely going down the right track, but I was really into it. And I just remember that no matter what I did, I could make really good choices and it would impact my health. I would get stronger when I would work out in the gym. I'd get leaner. I could see my abs, right? And so just basic, I was like, okay, I think this is healthy, right? I think, you learn as you go, but I knew I was passionate about it and really into it. So with our kids, my whole point of this is that I had wonderful parents. And so even though I got to eat some junk food when I was a kid, it wasn't always candy, junk food, processed food. It was vegetables and real high quality foods and maybe a dessert once a day. That's not, I mean, for a kid, that's not, kids eat sugar every day, a lot every day. So there has to be some balance. But I think that there's so many alternatives now. We understand how to cook, like with stevia as a sweetener instead, or using honey and things, or just creating healthy alternatives. Because remember, how you feed your kids is what they're going to crave in their adult years. So what you do in the early days are going to set the precedent. So cutting most of the sugar from a child's diet can immediately improve health. I want to talk about sugar for a minute. Even if the diet still contains the same amount of calories or carbohydrates as before, a new study suggests researchers put a group of 43 obese kids on a 9-day diet that severely restricted sugar intake, but replaced added sugars with starchy foods that maintain the children's intake of those calories and carbs. And that diet caused immediate reductions in their blood pressure and improvement in their blood sugar and cholesterol levels. So the investigators found this. They said every aspect of their metabolic health got better. And with no change in the calories, this is what was interesting. So the study definitively found that reducing sugar is extremely vital to kids, and it's metabolically harmful because it's sugar. So the finding raises serious concerns about the health and effects of sugar overall, and calls into the question the longstanding belief that a calorie is a calorie, regardless of its food source. Dr. Jeffrey Mechanic, director of the metabolic support of the Division of Endocrinology at Mount Sinai, said it's important study that adds to the weight of evidence, and it really calls out for us to examine the fact that eating patterns and what a healthy eating pattern is for the American public are very important to understand. So the study, researchers recruited kids aged 8 to 18 who were obese, had at least one other chronic metabolic issue like high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, or signs of insulin resistance. They looked at that and said, okay, what do we need to do? Well, the researchers also found in this that all the foods, if you looked at what mostly eaten, if you reduced the sugar content, everyone began to improve. Blood pressure went to normal, triglycerides went to normal, LDL, the bad cholesterol, decreased. The fasting blood glucose went down by 5 points. Insulin levels were cut down by a third. I mean, come on. So sugar is wrecking our health, wrecking our kids' health. And we as parents, we're just like, we just want to make them happy. And, I just want my child to be happy. And, the kids are eating birthday cake. And look, every now and then, no big deal. A small snack each day that's reasonable, okay. Make it healthy, though. I mean, if you're going to make something chocolate, like a brownie, make it with stevia, make it with coconut oil, and gluten-free powder. I mean, the mix. And put some whey protein in there that's organic. I mean, you get creative so that it really doesn't become like a junk food, but it becomes something that has health benefits to it, right? So we just got to make sure that we're making good choices as parents to be able to give our kids what they need so they can thrive and do well. Because at the end of the day, we have to give them the right guidance. And to give them the right guidance, we have to make the right choices for them. And that is a huge piece for their overall health and getting the keys that they need to begin to thrive and not just barely make it. We want to see them do very, very well. And that's the ultimate key for them. And I'm passionate about it because, I used to say in my shows, and this was years ago, even up to recently, I'll still quote it, but 1 out of 3 of our young people will have diabetes, okay? Well, they do. It used to be like a far-off statistic. Now they do. So it's one of those things that I think we need to step up. We've got to. I mean, our kids' health is extremely important. It's vital. So we have to do something to get in to make our kids, to show our kids, because the kids don't do what we say, they do what we do. We got to lead by example. Definitely, because their kids' health, it matters. Check us out, 888-283-7272. If you want to call, be part of the show, we do take your calls. And if you want me to answer in private, we can do that as well. You just tell my staff, whoever answers my call screener, producers, you just talk to them and let them know, and we can make you part of the show. Whatever you want, we're here for you. We also have lifestyle providers, healthcare providers in your area. If you say, hey, I want to do or have somebody help me that believes like you do. Well, we have lifestyle providers that will teach you that. And they'll take you by the hand, show you what kind of foods to eat, what your blood work looks like, what kind of exercise to do, and can help manage you all the way around in that way. So, again, our team members are always standing by to help you. Whatever you need, we're here for you each and every day. Just go to the website. 888-283-7272 is the place to be to help. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're doing the right things and not the wrong. Because the last thing you want to do is get down to a place where you're saying, oh my gosh, I've been doing the wrong thing for 5 years. That's a waste. We've got Stan in Atlanta, Georgia. Says, I'm 76 and I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis. I take pain medicine, but I still hurt, and some days I can barely move my fingers. Do you know of anything that could help? Well, with anything like rheumatoid arthritis, you got to do a couple of things. One is you got to do everything you can to turn the dimmer switch down. And what I mean by that is rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease. Okay? And so in autoimmune, technically, I don't want to say never, because I'm a big believer in hope that the body can change. The body's pretty amazing. But technically, an autoimmune condition can't be reversed, but it can have a dimmer switch put on it to get it to kind of wind itself down a little bit. And that's what you want to do with rheumatoid arthritis. So you can use certain teas. There are certain foods you can do to unwind that and unravel that. If you need help, just go to our website. But there I've got an entire system laid out on what to do with rheumatoid arthritis. There's articles you can find that can help you, certain foods that will support it and make that condition much easier to deal with. Again, it's one of those things that you got to realize that if the body can get sick, it can also get well. It's about our lifestyle. We'll be right back. Hi, this is Dr. Asa to talk to you about the world's best protein for longevity called Best Amino. Protein is essential for every cell in your body to function at its absolute best. Best Amino is the highest absorbable protein, more than meat, eggs, and dairy, which may only absorb at 50, 60, or 70%. Best Amino is a proven formula of essential proteins that we all need that absorbs at 99%. Visit bestamino.com. That's bestamino.com.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
Lines are open with questions about your health. Give us a call or go to the website. We're here for you each and every day. If you're looking for a lifestyle provider, someone in your area that believes the same way we do. All this nutrition and lifestyle-based care we talk about, just go to the website. We can help you. And if you need me to answer in private, of course, we can do that as well. Happy to. So much going on with our company. Our television shows every single day. We want to get you to listen to that, catch that, watch that. It's all a great piece to be able to help you go to the next level with your health and your life. Let's get over to Wanda on the phones. Hi, Wanda.
My husband has gone to the doctor. He's retaining fluid. The doctor says he needs fluid drained off his abdomen. He needs a liver biopsy. He is an alcoholic, and I just don't know what to expect.
Well, here's the thing, okay? He's already got, I know you're worried about him. I can hear that, okay? And I understand. When somebody has an addiction and they're stuck in a behavior, whatever that is, okay? If they're stuck in that, then he's got to get to a place where he can overcome it, okay? And he has to want this. So even though we're dealing with fluid that can be dangerous somewhat to the body, he has to want, because the liver itself is not going to get better unless he stops. You understand that, right? So it's one of those deals where it'll continue to decline unless he's willing to step it up. So he has to really jump in and make a difference in that realm. So I would encourage you to make sure, just to see if he is in a place where he can get some help. If it takes counseling, if it takes support groups, if it takes whatever, to get him into a place where he's willing to get better, to not be stuck where he is. I mean, all that really matters. And that's one of the big keys that you have to look at for him, is seeing if he wants to get into that place. Because if not, it'll just be a spiral. It'll be just the same old. It'll be continuing, and it'll be all the time. So you got to get him to a place where he's ready to get out of that place and really begin to thrive again and do well. So that's a big key. Got to focus. Got to get him focused. Got to get him to a place where he can do well and not be stuck where he is, because it's tough. That's not easy. Where the place he's in is not easy, and the place he's in is challenging, to say the least. So you got to get him to a place where he can really do well. And I'll tell you, having a physician on board, whether it's your family doctor or maybe an addiction specialist, it'll be helpful. But he's got to understand where he is with his health too. Okay, that makes a big difference. He's got to understand the level that his health is in and where it's headed. Because if he doesn't understand that, then that's going to be a whole situation by itself. Got to understand that, okay? And we'll help any way we can. If you want to, we have nutritional type areas that he can look into to get inflammation down in the body. But it's going to take some radical help. He needs physical one-on-one help with someone to really get to that place he needs to, really. Because the fluid in the liver, all that is, I mean, I have to tell you this, it's almost secondary. Because all that's going to continue. Those are just symptoms and byproducts of poor choices. His lifestyle is what's ruining his own health. And I know you love him, and I know that's why you're calling. But until that root gets taken care of, that's why I'm a huge, firm believer. I think medicine, all we're doing for the most part is playing catch up. I really do. I think if we can get to you and your lifestyle choices every single day and modify that, I think you can unravel most health challenges that we face today, all the way from diabetes, heart disease, the whole 9 yards. I think we can knock out most of it. If I can get your lifestyle under control, if I can get you making good choices, if I can get you going in the right direction, then all this other stuff is just, I mean, again, it's not tough. Medicine manages, and it manages in an amazing way. I'm telling you, it's some of the best I've ever seen. Our school systems, training systems are absolutely amazing. But I think we need to spend more time getting to people on the front end to modify their choices every day. That is the absolute key. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Let's go to Jana. Hi, Jana.
Yes, hi. A very dear person to me was diagnosed with HER2-positive breast cancer, stage 3. And I was wondering what you would suggest for that.
All right, it's a tough one, okay? But the biggest thing is diet. Diet's going to play a big role in lifestyle choices. So exercise, I would say, hands down, is going to be a big piece of this. And really 6 days a week is something that you want to start with. 15 minutes a day minimum. Start out, well, I'll say 12. 12 minutes a day minimum, 6 days a week, is going to be your starting point, and it needs to be at a moderate intensity level. I always say if you're late for a flight or late for a meeting and you're walking, that's the pace you want to be at. It can't be a lollygag, and it can't be walking your dog, okay? Either one of those. Get out, get moving, get your body moving, get used to moving every single day. Your body was designed to move. And then eating habits, all right? Getting fats up, healthy fats, up to about 30% of your overall diet calories, knowing what the calories need to be. And then there's all kinds of different buildup for the nutrition, but you need to get blood work done to find out what the nutritional deficiencies are to lay the groundwork to know what the body needs and what it doesn't. Then you can build a great game plan for overall success and get the body where it needs to go. All right. Puts another hour in the charts. I want to thank our producer, Jay Patrick, engineer John Garrison, and the rest of the team. Go tell one person something you learned on the show. Together, we can transform the health of our friends, our families, and our communities. You're listening to the show that helps you get well, stay well, and live well.
Did you know you could listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.